Hi everyone! This week we're creating these paper purse gift boxes for Mother's Day. We'll be using these patterns to create the purse. You can get these for free on my website at the link in the description of this video. Now I'm printing these onto printer paper, cutting them out, and I'll be tracing around them, but you can also just print directly onto the paper you want to use for the purse, but be aware some of the printing lines will probably show. There's also an SVG cut file of this project available for purchase. I will put it in the description as well. So we'll be scoring a lot of fold lines on this project, so for that I'm using a ruler and my Cricut scoring stylus. You can also use a pen that no longer writes, so I'll just use the ruler to guide the score line. So if you use the separate pattern method like I did, after you've traced the pattern onto the paper, just go around and take your scoring tool and fold back those tabs and score the fold line. If you printed directly onto the paper you're using, just go through and score on all of those fold lines. So I cut it out and it looks like this. So next we're going to create the buckles. So I just cut out this pattern and then I use an X-Acto knife to cut out those two inner hole areas. The paper I'll be using is this gold foil paper that I got from Michaels. So I'm going to flip it over so the good side is facing down. Then I'll just take this pattern and trace around it 4 times onto the paper. Be sure to also trace those inner holes. So after you've created 4 of those, go ahead and cut those out. Then I'm just going to take an X-Acto knife and carefully cut out those inner areas. Make sure that you make the holes as wide as they're supposed to be so the handles will fit. So it looks like this, and I just repeated that on the rest. Next I'll be tracing the pocket and the 2 handle patterns onto this pink purple cardstock. If you print it onto your paper, just cut them out. So now that we have all the pieces, we're ready to assemble. So I'm just going to fold the top flap down on this pocket, and you'll need to have all 4 buckle pieces ready. And then take the purse and we'll just start folding on all of those fold lines. So once you have everything folded, it should look like this. And next we're going to add the pocket to the front. So the front of the purse should be the side that has these flaps on it. So you'll just want to take this and lay it down flat so we can add the pocket easily. So I'm just finding the center of the front, and then you can put glue all over the back, but if you want to make it so you can actually stick something in the pocket, try to keep the glue confined to just the very edges. So I'm using hot glue for this, and I'm just keeping it close to the edge. I'm putting it on 3 of these sides, and then I'll just center the pocket and press it in place. Next I'm going to lift this top flap up, just put 1 little dot of glue right here in the center, and then just press it down right on that spot so it just gets glued right there, so it's kind of like the flap of a pocket. Then I'm taking these little flower jewel things that are used for scrapbooking, and I'll just take one of those and I'll stick it right in the center so it kind of looks like it's holding the flap closed. So the pocket looks like this once it's done. So now we can assemble the actual purse. I'll be using hot glue. You can definitely use other kinds of glue, but make sure it's something that holds really strong and sets fast. So I'll just be putting glue on each of the tabs and then gluing them to the adjacent side and lining up the edges. So now I'll repeat this with this other tab here on the bottom. Press it in place. Then on these 2 side tabs, and just line it up with this side edge here. And then on the other side, press it in place. So once you're done gluing everything, the purse should look like this. So now it's time to add the handles, so I'm just taking one of those and one of the buckles, and we'll be sliding the buckle onto the end, and then just lift up that other edge of the buckle as you're sliding it on. So it goes on about this far up the handle. Then decide how you want it positioned. And then just put glue on the back so it covers both the handle and that part of the buckle that's showing. And then just press it in place here on the front of the purse. Now I'm going to take the other end of the handle and slide a buckle on. Then I'll take that end and decide where I want to place it. Put some glue on the back. And then just press it in place, trying to space it the same as the other side. And you'll be putting glue on the same side of the handle on both ends. So now it's time to add the handles on the back side. So we're repeating the same exact thing, just putting the buckle on the end of the handle. Putting glue on the back. Gluing it in place here. And taking the other end, sliding the buckle on. Putting glue on the back. And then pressing it in place. And that's it, the purse is assembled. And now I just wanted to show you a few little ideas you could do with this. You could put some Velcro right here so it closes in the middle. I think that looks cute, but obviously it won't work if you're putting too much in the box. You can also fill it with paper shred, and it's the perfect size to hold things like nail polish. And that's it! I hope you've enjoyed this 3D paper purse tutorial. I've made quite a few like paper gift boxes and paper crafts on my channel, so I will put some of those on screen if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.